morning. Great to be with you on this Monday morning. Yes, you are back with George at Growth Point Growing as you are going through life, and trust that you are well on this Monday morning and ready for a new week and a new challenge that lies ahead of you. And you know that as Christians, we are built for challenges, not so? And so we know that we are able to face these challenges because God is with us. God says He will never leave us nor forsake us. Well, today on this Monday morning, keeping Jesus at the center of your life. That is what I want to share with you this morning on this Monday morning, to keep Jesus at the center of your life. When God created man from the dust of the earth, listen to this, in Genesis chapter 2 verse 15, God took man, put him in a garden of Eden to tend and guard and to keep it. So notice what he told man to do. He said, man, I'm going to give you this garden. I'm going to put you in this garden, but I want you to work the garden. I want you to look after the garden. I want you to guard the garden. So God commanded man to work the garden, to guard it from the fallen angels, and to keep it from the serpent of old, the deceiver, the devil himself. God's instructions to Adam was to eat of all the fruit in the garden. Every tree was permissible except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, blessings and calamity. So these trees were put in the center. He said every other tree around is good for food. The tree in the center will give you life. But if you eat of the wrong tree, it will destroy. It will bring death into your life. Now, both these trees were planted in the center of the garden in which man dwelt in. And he dwelt in this garden, but he was not alone from God. He was in the presence of God. So there in the garden, God said, I'm going to give you this garden. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to put you in this garden. I want you to work this garden. I want you to guard this garden, and I will always be there with you. But be careful of the serpent of old. This is what he was saying. Be careful. You've got to guard this garden. You see, God wanted man to remain in the center of his life. God wanted man to be part of everything he was about to do, a place of protection and provision. So God put them in this place of safety, of protection, and of provision, dwelling now in the safety of his care and his presence. God still wants to be part of your life. God wants to be part of your everyday life. God wants to be in the presence of your life. But so often we allow the enemy to infiltrate into our lives, breaking down this relationship that God wants to have with you. The serpent knew that the only way of entry into the heart of man was the very thing that caused him to fall from heaven. And that is pride. You see, the thing that caused the enemy to fall from heaven was pride. And he said, if I can place this into the heart of man, if I can make man proud proud in himself, proud in that what he is able to accomplish, proud in this of how well he attended the garden, how hard he worked at producing that what needed to be produced in the garden. So he wanted man to bring the glory away from God and upon himself. Now, I need to say this. Pride will always win. The moment you believe that you can do life on your own, that your ability in self will be a strong foundation to do life on your way. Once you fall into that trap, once you say, man, I don't need God in life. Now, I need to say this again. I cannot live outside of the presence of God. I cannot live without God. Jesus warned his followers, if they do not keep him at the center of their lives, they would be like the fool who built his house on the sand, but forgot that storms will destroy that which does not have a solid foundation. Read that in Matthew 7, verse 26 through to 27. Go and read that. Again, this is what Jesus is saying to us. We need to have a solid foundation within our lives. If you do not do life with Jesus at the center of your life, the devil will find his entry point into your life, causing death and destruction all around you. This is what the enemy wants to do. So what am I saying to you on this Monday morning? I'm saying to you on this Monday morning, keep Jesus at the center of your life. whatever you are about to do in this week, make sure that He is the center of your life.